Hello, welcome to Flower Juice. My name is John McDonald, and today we're going to do a kind of follow-on video we made an arrangement which was like an altar arrangement. So this arrangement today is really going to look at doing two arrangements that would match for going on maybe an altar as well. And these are going to be in foam. So ideal for a church situation, but you could just as equally use them in the home, either end of a mantelpiece or in different situations. Right, so we're ready to begin. What I've got here is I've got half a block of foam, and just into these plastic Oasis dishes. Now, you might find if you've got a container that's got a foot, so one that sits up a little bit, that would be nice. Or if you've got ceramic ones, that would also be nice because they would give you a little bit of weight. But we're just wanting to show how this can be done in a basic way, so that you can really see what we're doing basically. So I find if I'm making two arrangements that need to match, it's worth just doing them both at the same time, and then I know exactly what I'm doing. So for everything that we do on this side, we'll basically do a similar thing on the other side. So that way, in fact, we'll use that big one there. That way we'll end up with two arrangements that are similar. Now, I'm using these cheese plant leaves, but you don't have to use cheese plant leaves. You could use any material that comes to hand or is easier for you. So really this is just looking at the kind of shape and style that we can get. So we're getting a little bit of height with these nice dracaenas, and I'm just folding over, making a wee hole, and yeah, creating a little bit of interest by adding that loop. And seeing as we've done that there, I think what we'll do is we'll do one down here as well. So by doing them at the same time, you really find that you don't make one that's really very different. Because this is always the danger if you've got to make something where people are going to see them and be able to compare them, is that one will end up bigger or one will end up going exactly the same as the other one. So really, this is a good way to work. Depends if you've got space as well, but it's worth making a little bit of space just to actually get that sorted. So as I say, for everything I do on one, I'm just going to go and basically do the same on the other side. So we're using our foliage to create a base, and that's going to give us an outline really for our flowers. And I know we've got a little bit of a range of foliage here, but it really does frame the arrangement. And it's down to your personal choice as well. I mean, I personally like foliage. I think in nature it's very unusual to find places which are just all flowers. So if you're using a certain amount of foliage, you're creating a natural look that is more harmonious to the eye. It will look correct in the sense that it's got that balance that's already there in nature. So if we're going that way with a bit of eucalyptus there, then we want to do the same on that side. Now I can just push that leaf out the way just to give us a little bit of space. Now we can actually bring the eucalyptus through it as well, it's not a problem. Now, when I say we're going to make matching arrangements, we're going to have ones that match each other quite well, but not perfectly well, because to aim to do them absolutely bang on is asking for the impossible, really, because of the variation in the actual materials. You would set yourself up to have a bit of a problem if you create that. So it's better to just have two that basically at a quick glance match each other, but I wouldn't overstress yourself about making something that is a perfect match. But we can try that as well. So really we've got getting a bit of height, and we're going to just stagger our carnations down through the arrangement. And I want to, again, for what I do in one side, I'm doing in the other. Now, so our carnations really are a perfect choice for a place like a church or a venue where people are further back. You're needing something that's got a bit of volume, a bit of colour, is good value, is easy to get hold of, and yeah, it just gives you a bit of volume to work with, which is good. So don't be ashamed to use carnations. Don't feel that they're second class. They really are a great flower. I really do like them as a flower. And actually, with a lot of the new varieties, there's some amazing colours. Now we're slightly more to this side, so I'm just going to take one out to that side as well. So actually looking at this is good because it is working quite nicely. I've got a couple of lilies, and we're just going to pop them in so they're quite central. So the way that bud is landing, that's going to open up and give us quite a nice focal flower there. And then we can do the same on this side. And I think it's quite a good thing working with lilies that are not really open, if you can, because then that way you're not damaging them. They're going to be perfect once they start to open in situ. It's okay if they're showing a bit of colour. You don't want them really so green that they're never going to open. So again, we're looking to make sure that we match each side. This is a lovely gerbera, actually. It's, again, just giving a little bit of a contrast in texture. So I'm making sure that these land on the same kind of heights, which is good. And then got a few roses for each one. And they're just simple little roses. And the great thing about this style of arrangement is it's front facing. So yeah, it faces the front, but it really showcases all the materials. Which is really important for maybe when people are sitting further away. That becomes important. So again, on this side, we want to copy the same kind of format. I just gave that one a wee turn because it was slightly out of the center. If you think about a center line, it's where things working in relation to that. So if you place things really so that you get a balance between those lines, that works very well. Now we're just going to add a tiny little bit of gypsophilia. So if you can imagine the altar arrangement that we have made in another video, then this would really match that and give you a consistent look. So I'm just adding a little bit of filler. Now, as I said in that video, you might not like gypsophilia. I'm just using it because it's giving us a contrast. If you don't like it, you don't need to use it. And if you like it a little bit, just use a little bit. If you like it a lot, then just be careful because you can have too much. But it does give a nice little contrast. And I think if this was for a christening or a wedding, then it hits the right note. And we can really make good use of very little actually by splitting it down. And you can cut it in such a way. So I'm looking over here and actually this is a little bit bare, so we can bring this other bit that I would have put in that one over to here. Now I've just got, again, one or two little bits of eustoma. Now, this eustoma is not in the best condition, but it's usable. And again, it just gives us a little different flower. That we can just, as we look at an arrangement now, we don't need to worry about matching side by side really so much. We can just bring it into where there's a gap. And even just, you can recess it in so you get like a little bit of recession and take the colour in. That's quite nice as well. So we can do that down here as well. So if you've got some little broken bits or that, then don't be scared to use them like that. It's not a problem. Okay, so symmetrical or asymmetrical front-facing pair of arrangements that would be ideal for going in a church. I think we've got two quite pretty arrangements here. So if you're thinking about a situation where people are further away, then this is an ideal choice. So as I said, you're going to get different effects depending on what flowers you use, but hopefully today you've got an understanding of making the two at the same time really does help. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to keep up to date with all our videos, then click here to subscribe because we've got a lot more to come. So thank you for watching.